Hey Bible lovers, I'm Tim Nichols, and I'm here to bring you your Nichols Worth, and today we're going to do a progress video with JV Bibles, one of the best Bible rebinders in the business, especially to be so new. So before we dive into his work, we're going to dive into this leather. This is the waxy Badalassi pull-up. This happens to be the navy color, and I really like this. The reason they call it pull-up is because when you pull it up, you can see it discolors like that. But this is offered in several different colors. First of all, we have a turquoise, really beautiful. This is from Rugged Cross Bibles. I'm hoping to see him get back in the business soon, but you can see that pull-up effect, really beautiful. This is cognac, really nice. This is from Full Cup Bibles. Again, ooh, that is nice. This is the green from Flourish Bibles. Again, oh my goodness, that's just beautiful. We have one from Rex Rebinds, who really doesn't rebind much anymore, and this is the tobacco, really pretty. We have the Bordeaux, nice pull up here. This is the Olmo from Jeff Rice, one of the OGs from PTL. This is gorgeous. This is from a newer rebinder called Praising Cajun, and this is the purple or the violet. And again, you got that nice pull-up effect. And then we're going to stop here because this is the first rebind that JV Bibles ever sent me. And this is in the golden yellow Badalassi pull-up. And one cool feature about this Badalassi pull-up is if you happen to scratch it, that's all you do is rub that scratch right out. If you get your finger wet, which I'm not going to do on video, it's a little bit of an easier process, but bingo bango, that is gone. So here we have spine work, looks really good on this. We don't see a logo yet. Really nice stamping. 3 really nice ribbons. I don't know that these are Beresfords, but they're very good ribbons. He does a good job on the tool line on the edge here, which is still an option, but he's got something new that he does. Excellent tool work, really clean. Good corner work. These are ironed down a bit. Really nice edge line tab. The only weakness that he had at the time was his art gilding was a little bit uneven. So now here we are several months later, and we're going to take a look at his progress. First of all, same leather. This is a waxy pull-up. The darker ones don't have as dramatic of a pull-up effect sometimes, but you can still see it. But I love this navy. We have the Jerusalem cross on the center, so now let's transition to his spine work. And you can see he now has a logo. This logo is a little bit detailed for a stamp, so it is hard to get it super consistent, but that is not bad at all. Nice and deeply stamped in there, and it really showcases well with this blue. So I love that gold stamping along with this blue. We also have a lighter blue stitch work here. This is hand stitched. So he is offering stitching now, and that looks really good. His back stitch is right there on the bottom of the spine. So right where you'd want it. Really good work, really good spine work. So now let's take a look at some of his other work. First of all, his tooling, next level. This guy is good. But let's go ahead and look at these corners because he did not iron these down. And I am telling you what, those corners are absolutely stunning. I actually don't have a preference. The corners he did before, kind of mashed down, those look good. But those beautiful pleats, check that out. Oh, that is just so, so beautiful. So now let's compare his art gilding. Has he come a long way in his art gilding? Now this is the 1995 NASB LPUT. LPUT stands for Large Print Ultra Thin. I've done a review of this. I'll put on the end screen. I've also done a review of this Bible that I'll put on the end screen as well. This is the NKJV Sovereign Wide Margin with the gold drop caps. Words of Christ in red. Just really beautiful text block. So now we're going to move this guy out of the way. And we're going to solely focus on this one. And we're going to see if it can pass a few tests. First of all, the text is nice and well out of the gutter. The overhead view just looks absolutely beautiful. That yap on this thin line is just spot on. I'll show you that in a minute. The gilt lines look, I am telling you, pretty much like a machine did it. In fact, let's go ahead and open this up and let you get a good look. There's this logo again. You can see it stamps a little bit better when it's larger, but those gilt lines are outstanding. Corner work, oh, it's just so beautiful. But is the art gilding on point? And I am happy to say that, look at that. He has really got that art gilding down. When you open it, just has that beautiful reward of color wrapping around all the blue with the dark blue. It's just, this is just a perfect color combination. Looks absolutely beautiful. So the question is, will it lay flat? Now, this being a thin line and this being an unbroken in rebind, you're going to see it rise up just a little bit, but look, I've not put any work in that. Now, the way you break in a rebind, I show you this often, is you just take about 60 pages and see this here? This is a leather tab. This is leather that's been extended from the liner, and then it's glued to your text block, and that gives it that reinforcement. But this is leather, so that means as you work with it, it will break in just like a boot would break in. So you work with it, and eventually that leather will soften, and it'll lay flatter and flatter as you go. But just really good work. Now let's go to the book of Revelation, and we're going to see if he lays flat on the other end. This has got a rather large concordance, so we're obviously not going to have any trouble in the book of Revelation. But when you get to the end, Revelation 18, 22, and there's the last amen, and we're laying pretty flat. So one more time, breaking in a Bible. You take about a signature, which is about 60 pages. A good way to tell a signature is to see where the page naturally breaks like that. And then that's generally a full signature, and you just give it a little push. Don't go cranking on this thing, because you can damage it. And then you just pull it back, and you wait until you see another break in the text about right there. Press, press, press. And you do that over and over again as you read it. Folks, we've got ourselves a banger here. But check this out. That yap. This is just a hair over full, perfect for a thin line, and just consistent top to bottom. Got the measurements down. The stitch work is on point. This guy is for real, y'all. You need to check him out, and he's also for real affordable in comparison to a lot of other rebinds. I highly recommend you give JV Bibles a chance with your next rebind. God bless you. Keep calm. Jesus on. This is your Nicholsworth.